Welcome to TBS. Today we're going to talk about Zoe Campos and her disappearance slash missing case. I have 3 piles here, which I am going to use to help us find out what happened. I know some about the case, but it's better to be guided and have help. So let's see here. So we have the 7 of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the 2 of Wands. So this tells me that the night that she went missing, the man she was going to meet was being deceptive to her about why he wanted her to come over. He had this really big plan about getting something that he's wanted a long time. And he was willing to pick her up from her place if she wouldn't come over. He would go get her. He had seen her that night and wanted her as a sexual prize. 2 of Cups, Magician, Strength. So Zoe liked this guy. Actually, she was attracted to him. The bad boy persona type thing. She never met anyone like him before, and she knew that something wasn't right, but he was flattering, and she felt really special and sexy about what he was saying. He knew that even though she had high morals, she was gullible and inexperienced, so that he could get her to come over. And she was seeing him as a potential partner. But not at that night, but just later on. He knew a lot about how to talk to ladies and get them to do what he wanted. He had come from a place where lying was how people got by. And he became a master at that. And she had a lot of strength and fortitude, which if she would have listened to it, she would have stayed away and been alive today. But it's hard when you're 18 to listen to one of a bunch of different voices telling you what to do in a random, quick situation. The Star, the 6 of Coins, and the Queen of Coins. So Zoe thought also that she could help this guy become better. And this is something a lot of ladies believe, they can help a bad guy turn good and it makes them feel good. He probably lied to her. Oh, actually he did. He said, you make me feel like changing, things like that. I could be good for you, things like that. He knew exactly what she wanted. He was kind of a maestro of ladies. And if he had been in another country, he would have probably been a pimp or trafficker, but not in the US, because he could get what he wanted without doing that. He cared more about sex than money, which is indicative of what he really was, which was a serial rapist. She thought also that she was giving him special time with her because she felt sorry for him. He played the victim card as well. Oh, no one comes over, I'm so lonely. And when you're teenage, being lonely, it kind of is important. And I mean, it's important anyway, but Let me go back to the cards. Hold on. Got off on a tangent there. Six of Pentacles. Let's go back to that. I lost what I was doing there. The Queen of Coins is her mama. Her mom was standing waiting. She knew that she was going to get a ride from Zoe, and she was waiting. Zoe thought 100% she was going to be able to leave that guy's apartment, come over, and get her mama. But it didn't happen that way because he wasn't going to let her leave. After he saw her and smelled her and wanted her more than he thought he did, he attacked, and things went wrong because she was fighting for her life. She got killed by his strangling her, and he put her in the dumpster behind his house, and he was just lucky that her body was taken away and nothing bad happened to him. During the night, the mom's friend was called by her. She was in the bathroom asking the friend to come over and help. Or she was asking him, she was asking him to come over and help, but he was drunk, and she eventually gave up. She didn't want to, but she gave up. She thought if he came over, she could get away. But he was drunk and didn't come over and save her. And her mom is suspicious of that guy, but it's okay to let him off the hook in that way. Now the Six of Coins. Gosh, what was that? It's mostly just her extending friendship to this man, and he doesn't deserve it, like casting your pearls before swine. Eight of Coins, Justice, Knight of Coins. Interesting. So this is just reiterating that he did what he needed to do and he won. He got what he wanted and he got away with it. It was something he cultivated and had been practicing. He didn't maybe think of it like that, but every time he got more and more, he wanted more and more out of the sexual game he played. Justice will come in this case because he deserves it. And people can't ignore the truth for long. A lot of people know what he did. He's told his friends in certain ways they know. And he's going to slip up at some point and someone's going to tell on him. And they'll just get everything together and put him in a trial. If any of the family of Zoe is watching, you don't have to believe the cards or what I'm doing here. And you don't have to believe that the boy is the one who did it. But just know that justice is coming and you won't have to worry much longer. The Knight of Coins is the private eye. He is going to be able to champion this once and get it started if the police put it down. And they kind of will halfway, but he'll come and make sure it gets done. And he really does love Zoe as his own child. Six of Swords. Ten of Swords. Page of Swords. So this is Zoe's journey into the afterlife. She died. She isn't alive anymore. She isn't in sex trafficking. She died that night. She was strangled to death. She forgave him while it was happening and just wanted it to be over. She didn't really think of it as something so horrible that she wouldn't get out of it. She just knew that whatever happened, God would be there, and somehow she'd just survive on. And even if it wasn't the way that she would prefer, that she would be okay somehow. She wants her mom to know that, and also that she is in heaven, and no matter what her mom thinks, she can see her and would talk to her if she wanted to, and that Jesus is a lot more open and easy than the mom thinks. She doesn't want her family to feel defeated and broken because she's not there. That isn't what happened. A bad guy who had free will attacked her and won, and she couldn't fight him off. And the person she called for help was drunk and couldn't help her. There's a lot of things that justice has done to protect the sanctity of the family that others didn't get in their trials and their missing persons cases. Zoe is saying that this is not what you guys should be. You guys shouldn't be defeated. The worst part is over. The dawn is coming, justice is coming, and please just hold on and remember her as in heaven, not as that person, the body that was dumped away. The Page of Swords is her sister's, Savannah's, son. Because of all this happening to his aunt, he is going to become a champion of justice. And something about it will be very special, and he'll help a lot of people in a way that is loving, not just strong and fighting. He really has a great grasp of reality in the situation and has been able to study it for a long time. And he's ready and willing to start being a champion for truth, light, love, and justice. And he was ordained to be this before he was born. The World. The Nine of Coins. The Nine of Swords. So, actually, this is first. What you can get from this case soon is that it will be solved, and the boy who did it, now he's a man, has done many things since. Not murder, but because he knew he was lucky. He's a very odd mix of a person, and when he goes to jail, he'll actually feel more at home. He will go soon. You don't have to worry anymore. This doesn't have to be all the other people that have missing cases. Just realize that your daughter could come home soon in just the same way as far as justice is concerned, that you'll be able to get the closure you want. This represents Zoe and all of her good things that she did, all of her hobbies that she had, the way she influenced and inspired people. She really was a grand lady, even though she was young. And she was moving through her life in a very wise way. It's just that when you're a teenager and there's hormones raging and people are talking to you about certain things and you know you want something but don't know all the consequences because you haven't experienced them yet, it's hard to know or do the wise thing. But this is how she is in heaven right now. She is like walking in a garden with, she has a mansion, she helps other people, and she cooks and all. She's like a hospitality person in many ways, and the way that she saw the cars is what she does in the house. There's something about the workings of the house that she can do stuff with, and somehow it's like this magic thing that helps people feel good. But she's happy. And when her mom goes and her sister goes, they can go and live with her, and it'll be just like it was before, but better. Now, this case impacts the world because once again, it shows another time that justice can be had, and that the person who's guilty is known, and just a better case needs to be made before he is put away. The way that the justice system works and the way the prison system works is sometimes works like in a way that people understand, sometimes not, and sometimes it seems like it fails. But in this case, her family will get the full justice they deserve and want, because they'll know who did it, and he'll get a just sentence for what he did. Nothing helps others in the world more than seeing something come to completion that has taken a really, really long time. So if it isn't a miracle to get justice, it's actually just due to her. But the family can know that because of her death, good things have happened, and it wasn't all bad. Like, it was used for good in some way, and especially the Page of Swords nephew. I hope this didn't offend anyone or hurt anyone's feelings. This is just how I see it, and I really hope you all have a good day, and I'll see you next time.